What is going on, guys? This is a Wi-Fi battle that I had against my friend ZQQ. It was a little bit on the hacksy side, but it still turned out pretty good, and it was kind of funny, so yeah. Alright, so the team preview comes up, and as usual, I'm scared as hell. I don't know what to do about the Azumarill. The Mega Mawile looks angry, and the Gengar, and he also has a Quagsire, too. I don't know what to do about the Quagsire. I have pretty much nothing I can do to that Quagsire. I don't know. I pretty much just gotta go for it and hope for the best. But yeah. So let's see how things play out. I don't know who he's gonna lead with, so I just kind of led with my Mamoswine just out of instinct, I guess. Face Paint comes out, and he leads off with his Calamari, which is his Malamar, and basically, so I know he's gonna go for the superpower. It's quite obvious why else would he lead off with his Malamar. So I go into Spookshire. Spookshire is going to go ahead and absorb that superpower like it didn't even freaking happen. And yeah, so now I take this opportunity, knowing he's going to switch into a Azumarill because I'm a freaking Chandelure. I go for the Will-O-Wisp, and he avoids it, which I was like, come on, I have a Choice Scarfed Chandelure with Will-O-Wisp for situations like these, and then you just fail me. Yeah, it's awful. So, like, the worst possible situation happens. This Azumarill turns out to be a Belly Drum Azumarill, which is like, well, shit. My Quagsire is basically the only thing I have against this thing. He just missed his first play rough, which probably would have just fucked me up. So that was nice. Quagsire lived to see another day. And this is just kind of the beginning of things. He has a berry, which kind of scared me. Thought it was a Lumberry, but it was not. It was just a citrus berry. So he gets some health back. He goes for the play rough again. Quagsire avoids it. I'm like, what the hell? You can't touch Quagsire. This little slimy fella is like impossible to touch. Or like this Azumarill is just blind or something. I don't know. He was actually, he was tweeting to me. He's like, dude, my Azumarill needs some damn glasses. What the hell is the deal with this? You know, I'm going to save Quagsire for later, so I just decided to switch into Stevie. Stevie does not pose a threat to really anything on his team. Stevie's pretty much just for special attacking dragons or just anything that hits hard with special attacks. So yeah, I let that thing kind of die, and the toxic damage does its thing. Now I go into Mamoswine. He knows I'm about to Ice Shard it, so he has to bring out his Flubber, which is his Quagsire. And yeah, so here, so it's finally the moment has come. This Quagsire's out. I have my Mamoswine out. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna set up some Stealth Rocks. That way, when that asshole tries to switch into that Azumarill, it's not gonna happen. You gotta be like, bam, smack with some rocks. But yeah, so he's gonna die. The Azumarill's pretty much dead as hell. He goes for the Amnesia, which pretty much shows me that he expected me to switch out, trying to be sneaky or something. I'm not afraid of your Flubber. I'm not afraid of you. I just hit it with an Earthquake, and it does quite a bit of damage with the Life Orb, so that's kind of nice. Now I know I can kill this thing with another Earthquake, but I thought he was gonna switch into his Gengar, but he doesn't. I just go for the Rock Slide. It hits the freaking Quagsire, lives it with like -3 HP with a critical hit too. I have so much luck on my side in this match, and he lives to get a recover off, which is like, well, tits. What the hell? What is this? Mamoswine's poisoned as hell. Every time I hit it, I'm taking Life Orb damage. I should save this guy for later because the Ice Shard on Mamoswine is never a bad thing to keep around. So I decided to go into my own Quagsire here. Little Quagsire on Quagsire action, if you know what I mean. He goes for the recover now. I don't know why he stayed in. I pretty much just decided to go for the Toxic because that's like the only thing I can do in this situation. I mean, I can Earthquake it, but it'll do pretty much next to nothing. So yeah, this Flubber's, you know, nice and poisoned over there, chilling, and I just kind of expect my Quagsire to get poisoned. But my Quagsire is literally just like impossible to hit this game. I don't know what the deal is. And then I just got a critical hit with an Earthquake. This Quagsire literally hacks God. Okay, so at this point, we're both in our Quagsires. We can't do anything. I predict him to switch into his Gengar, making a risky move. I go into my Alakazam, but things are going well for me. He decides to go into his Gengar, and Mustachio's like, yes, dinner. I shall eat this freaking Gengar with my spoons. I mean, I'm not a mega Alakazam, which I would have like way more spoons. But yeah, I hit it with a Psychic, and that is the end of that Gengar. So major threat is down. He switches into it as Azumarill, and I was like, what facepalm? He didn't even die from the freaking Stealth Rocks. I decided to save my Alakazam Sash for later, and I know he's going to probably have to Aqua Jet. It's like too risky of a move to go for the Play Rough. He does Aqua Jet, doesn't affect my Quagsire, and Quagsire is like, la 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 la. You will never get this, Azumarill. Azumarill dies, and I'm like, well, this is pretty much the point where I know I can, you know, get the job done here. Now he goes into Venus, gonna get the Intimidate on old Quagsire over here, and I figure why the hell not, just try to stay in, go for the Scald, and get a burn on it, because I don't even know what this Mega Mawile wants to do to me, but he looks pretty sweet, so he can do what he wants. He goes for the Play Rough. It does a shitload of damage to my most offensive Pokemon, which is like, I don't know, this Venus right here is death. I get a critical hit, unfortunately not the burn, which is like, what the hell, Quagsire? You couldn't have just got both? Like, what's your deal? He goes for the Play Rough again, doesn't miss, thankfully for him, and Quagsire is dead. that is probably a relief for him. But at this point, I know that he doesn't have basically anything that can outspeed Pinsir. Been saving Pinsir like this whole entire match just because I know that it messes up his Trevenant, his Mawile, and all that crap. So I Mega Evolve, turn into a freaking beast. I decide not to waste any time trying to set up because I feel like I can get the sweep with no stat boost at this point. But then I kill the Mawile with an Earthquake. He brings out Flubber, and I was like, wait a second. Maybe I should set up a bulk up. I don't know. Why not? I know that this Flubber can't really hurt me. So I'm just going to stay out here with my sweet Pinsir. Go for the old bulk up, raise my attack and defense. He hits me with a Scald, pretty much hoping for the burn to save his life. He doesn't get it, and I'm like, ha! Your Quagsire is not as good as mine. Mine gets hacks. Now I just go for the +1 Earthquake. It's definitely going to kill the old Quagsire, and that is basically the end of the match because everything he sends out. This actual Wudo. It's a pretty clever nickname there for Trevenant, though. It's not a pseudo Wudo. It's an actual Wudo. I just go for the X Scissor on that thing. Kill your weird Cyclops tree. I don't know, that thing kind of creeps me out, to be honest. Now he brings out Calamari. This thing is, he began the match. Tried to superpower my Chandelure, didn't work out. He's back now, though, for revenge. He superpowers my Pinsir, which doesn't do a damn thing. He pretty much at this point knew that he was gonna lose the match because all I gotta do is X Scissor that thing right in the damn beak, and that is the end of the match. So that was a hacksy match. We'll definitely have a rematch in the future, and that should be a good time. So yeah, go check out ZQQ's channel in the old description and click the thumbs up button on this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Yo guys, also if you're interested, Kobe Bryant and Lionel Messi are doing this really cool thing with Turkish Airlines, basically where they're allowed to fly to crazy destinations all around the world, and they're doing this thing where they're like one-upping each other every step of the way. So go ahead and click the annotation on the screen if you want to see what that's all about, and yeah, have a great